The gentleman from Maryland reserves. The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just a few points in rebuttal. We keep hearing that inflation is a global issue. Like somehow it's not Biden's fault and the fault of far-left Democrats, which it is. The reason why this is a global issue, and I remind my friends on the other side of the aisle, it's because we're the world's largest GDP. We also just happen to be the world's reserve currency. So of course, when we have inflation, the world will have it. That's just economics. So it's amazing how the principles of economics are just cherry-picked to make points. But I would remind my colleagues of those two facts. In short, we're exporting the inflation. Now, as far as what we're doing to cause the inflation, well, it's pretty simple. We've injected trillions of dollars into the economy. That causes inflation. And then to double down on the failed policy, Joe Biden unilaterally, and I would argue unconstitutionally, canceled the debt of a swath of college students. So you now have even more liquidity in the market because of that. And the sick irony here is that the guy that's driving a pickup truck, the guy that went to school to be a plumber, an HVAC repairman, that guy is now subsidizing the lawyer who's driving to his downtown job in a BMW. That's what's so perverse about what is happening. Now let's just talk about gas prices. My colleague and my friend from Maryland said gas prices are down. Yeah, they're down from like a week ago. They're not down from January 2021 when they were less than $2.50 a gallon. So let's continue to move that goalpost. You can't argue that gas prices are up. Americans know gas prices are up. They're feeling the pain at the pump. They're also feeling it in the higher cost of all energy and food. And then finally, blaming Putin on gas prices and issues. Yeah, Putin's partially to blame. But who encouraged Putin to invade Ukraine? That would be Joe Biden by his surrender of Afghanistan. Let me be clear that any weakness on the foreign stage is an invitation of aggression. And when Joe Biden showed weakness by abandoning the Bagram Air Base, by leaving our allies on the ground to the predations of the Taliban, that was weakness, and Putin seized on that to invade Ukraine. Instead of giving the Ukrainians the MiGs they needed, the proper military supplies they needed, we decided to go halfway. Joe Biden didn't fully commit, and now we have a protracted war in Ukraine, which is going to lead to humanitarian crisis, not only in Central Europe, but all across Africa, for example, and then higher energy prices here. But that is all traced back to Biden being weak on foreign policy.